Hello, it's great to see you again in a video compiling world records, sometimes even beyond the world. Ever wondered who the most successful pirate of all time was? Or which predator boasts the highest kill rate? How long can a hiccup last? Or how many children can one man possibly father? Well, today we're diving into the world of mosts and exploring the title of History's Most Prolific Man. Meet Ismail Ibn Sharif, the second ruler of Morocco's Alawite dynasty, reigning from 1672 to 1727. While history paints him as a ruthless and tyrannical king, today we'll focus solely on his reproductive prowess. According to Wikipedia, Ismail Ibn Sharif had 4 wives and at least 500 concubines, resulting in a staggering number of offspring that no one can truly pinpoint. Some sources put the figure at an astounding 868 children, including 525 sons and 343 daughters, documented in 1703. As the saying goes, death is the end. But for Ismail Ibn Sharif, it was merely a new chapter. Even after his passing in 1727, his 700th child was born shortly after. By then, his progeny had surpassed 1,000. The Guinness World Records recognizes this Moroccan king as the father of all fathers, with 1,042 children. The University of Vienna in Austria, however, claims the number is 1,171. It may sound absurd, but it has been calculated that to achieve this record, the Moroccan king only needed to sleep with his wives and concubines, including many women, at a frequency of 0.83 to 1.43 times a day. And despite the strenuous childbirth over a long period of time, the world's father with the most children ruled until he was 80 years old and died at the age of 82. While Jack Sparrow is the most famous pirate in the world, the most successful pirate in history was Ching Shih, who lived during the Qing dynasty in China. At her peak, she commanded 1,800 pirate ships with an estimated 80,000 pirates. To put this in perspective, the size of a modern division is between 10,000 and 15,000 soldiers. A corps is between 20,000 and 45,000 soldiers, and a military region is between 40,000 and 50,000 soldiers. Insects are the most diverse group of animals on the planet. Scientists have only described over 1 million insect species, and they estimate that there are between 6 and 10 million insect species currently existing on Earth, making up over 90% of all animal species on the planet. Insects are generally short-lived, with lifespans rarely exceeding a few years. Individual mayflies, for instance, can only live for a maximum of a few days. While this may seem sad, mayflies are not born to live long lives, but to reproduce. They have mouths but cannot eat, and they have digestive systems that are filled with air. During their brief existence, millions of adult mayflies emerge from below the water's surface simultaneously, seeking mates, mating, laying eggs, and then dying. While a few days may seem like a fleeting existence, these mayflies with their lifespan of a few days are still faring better than their distant relative, Dolania americana. These insects only have less than 5 minutes for females and around 30 minutes for males to do everything listed above. On the other hand, queen termites with their XXL-sized bodies have been recorded to live up to 50 years. Some scientists even believe that under ideal conditions, they could live up to 100 years. Wow. Damn! A time zone is a region or area on Earth that uses a common standard time, often referred to as local time. The world is divided longitudinally into 24 time zones, each about 15 degrees wide. As a rule, the larger and more sprawling a country, the more time zones it has. However, the country with the most time zones in the world is not Russia or the United States, but France. despite having a land area that ranks only 42nd in the world at approximately 643,801 square kilometers. France has 12 time zones due to its numerous overseas territories, remnants of the French colonial empire scattered around the globe. Following France are Russia and the United States with 11 time zones each, Australia and the United Kingdom with 9 time zones each, and Canada with 6 time zones. Conversely, despite being the world's third largest country and spanning 5 time zones, all of mainland China uses the same time zone, UTC +8. A fence is a structure that surrounds an area, typically outdoors, and is often constructed from posts connected by panels of wood, bricks, wire, or mesh. Fences typically range in length from a few dozen to a few hundred meters, while many fences enclosing large structures can extend for kilometers. The world's longest fence was built in Australia in the 1880s and completed in 1885 with the aim of protecting sheep in southern Queensland by preventing dingoes from entering the area. This structure, named the Dingo Fence, is one of the world's longest man-made structures, stretching 5,614 kilometers. Hiccups are involuntary contractions of the diaphragm accompanied by a characteristic sound. A hiccup episode usually lasts a few minutes and resolves on its own. However, some hiccups can last for days, causing inconvenience in work, study, and daily life. Some common tips for hiccup remedies include drinking a certain number of sips of water, holding a little sugar in your mouth, holding ice chips in your mouth, drinking honey water, sticking out your tongue, covering your ears, or scaring or startling the person hiccuping. However, hiccups are not always curable. A farmer from Iowa, USA, named Charles Osborne, currently holds the world record for the longest continuous hiccup attack with hiccups that lasted for 68 years. According to BBC News, Charles Osborne was born in 1894 and began his hiccups in 1922 while trying to weigh a pig before slaughtering it. For the next 68 years, the hiccups did not stop, even during sleep. They only gradually decreased from 40 times per minute in the first few decades to 20 times per minute in the following years. In February 1990, the hiccups suddenly stopped. Charles Osborne died in 1991 at the age of 97. In total, he hiccuped 430 million times in 70% of his life. The most famous pyramid in the world is the Great Pyramid of Giza, also known as the Pyramid of Khufu, or Cheops Pyramid, located in the city of Giza, Egypt. It stands at a height of 138.8 meters, 455 feet, has a base width of 230.34 meters, 755.7 feet, and weighs an estimated 6 million tons. However, the largest pyramid in the world by volume is the Great Pyramid of Cholula, located in the city of Cholula in the Mexican state of Puebla. The Cholula Pyramid stands at a height of only 55 meters, 180 feet, but its square base with a side length of 450 meters, 1,476 feet, makes it the largest pyramid in the world by volume. The reason why the largest pyramid in the world is not widely known, aside from its modest height, is that part of it is buried beneath a mountain. In truth, it's not that pretty either. Lions, tigers, and polar bears may be the most fearsome predators, but they are far from being the most deadly. That title belongs to African wild dogs, with the ability to convert 85% of their prey into meals. The king of the jungle, the lion, only has a success rate of 25%, wolves at 14%, and polar bears can only turn 1 in 10 of their prey into food. The most miserable on the list is the tiger, with a success rate of only 5%, even lower than a house cat at 32%, except for Tom, maybe. You just watched a video compilation of world records, some of which are even out of this world. The man with the most children in the world. Let me know your thoughts by commenting below. What did you find most impressive? If you like this video, remember to like and share. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to receive notifications when there are new videos. And now goodbye and see you again.